Nope, nobody fucking saw that. Third time's the charm. Did you misspell fake? Fage? Please. Don't call don't call me Peter. That was my Fage's name. No. Damn, son. Damn. Easy comes in here. Wow. Wow. What a guy. What a guy. What a guy. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hold on. Spotify completely died, so give me 1 second. give, give me 1 second. I'm desperately trying to get Spotify back. Oh no, dude. Nor. Hello? Boom, gets the boom, 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 gets the bug. Hey yo. Hey yo, how's it going everybody? How you doing? How you doing? Happy Wednesday, brother. Happy Wednesday, brethren. Winston, OJ, Bearded Helmet. What's up, dudes? Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm gonna try to fix my alignment on my camera really quick because everything was like shifted over so that way I could make room for Maru last night. There we go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. How's it going, boys? With an I, because I stands for exclusivity. How you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. What? Boys. Um. So, happy Wednesday. We got quite a bit on the docket here today, especially because I got to break some news to you. If you haven't been in the Discord, if you weren't here last night, you may not already know this. But there will not be a stream this Saturday, just like there wasn't a stream last Saturday. I know. You might be sitting at your desk or on the toilet wondering, Pete, why? Why? Are you just like, are you removing Saturdays from the roster? No, no. That's not the intention. It's not the intention at all. I've just been, I don't know what it is, but like the tail ends of May stretching into the beginning of summer, it's becoming like a really busy season for me. I was telling Maru how we need to have children in August. We need to conceive a child in August. So that way I can be financially fucked for the entirety of April, May, and June. That would be very, very cool if we could make that happen. No, but for reals though, this Saturday I'm going to be at a concert, so I'm not going to be able to be here to stream for you. To stream for you. The reason being is because it's it's not every day that I have the opportunity to go see Porter Robinson. And if you're not familiar with who Porter Robinson is, are you even a PETEdotPNG fan? Are you even a PETEdotPNG fan? Everybody should, at the very least, know this song, Cheerleader. At the very bare minimum. I'm going to let it play in the background while I'm talking about this. So, yeah, this Saturday, I'm going to go see Porter Robinson with Maru. I'm going to be very, very excited about it. I am very excited about it. And this also happens to be the final week to get your hands on Hawaiian Boy Summer merch. I didn't want this to go all summer long. This is a limited run. It is your final opportunities to actually get your hands on these merches because once they are gone, dude. They're never coming back. Ever. Yes? One sec. Sorry. Maru wanted to bring something up to me. Why the fuck? Why the fuck? Okay, I've been kicked out of my fourth wall account. That's very cool. That's very cool. But she wants me to show you a little sneaky peeky. And if the manager says that it's okay to show you a little sneaky peeky, then I think it's okay to show you a little sneaky peeky, bro. Yeah, I would say that is rather cryptic. Send it, please. Oh, you did? Okay, cool. Okay, you want to see a little sneaky peeky? I'm good, just eating dinner and drinking beer. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck. Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck. this is this is barely anything, bro. This is barely anything. Okay, so you ready? Blink and you'll miss it. This is the sneak peek of a new merch item that's going to be dropping in hopefully the next couple of weeks. Hopefully, I'm giving it about a month because I want to make sure that we have a set of these. Okay, you ready? You ready for this? Did you see it? Did you see it? Yeah, it's just laying on a thing of. Honestly, that could be anything. Honestly, that could be anything. That could be anything. But all will be revealed very very soon. All right, all will be revealed very very soon. I'm super excited. Whoa, that was weird. I saw the transition happen here, and it happened on there. That was weird. Sent to my Chinese print shop. No, not yet. Maybe soon. I don't know. Soon. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Welcome in Orenfell. So yeah, no stream this Saturday. I know. Be very bummed about it. But it will also be the last day for you to get your hands on some merch. I'm I'm sad that it's gotta go, but hey, I'll make you a deal. If we ever make it to, or I should say if, when we make it to 1,000 followers, all right, legitimately, not through stupid follow bots and shit. When we make it to 1,000 followers, I will re-release any merch that has been dropped by that point for like, I don't know, like a month. We'll re-release all of the merch once again for like a month. That's when we'll do it again. All right. So tell a friend, and then have your friend tell a friend, and eventually, after 5 cycles of that, we will run out of people on this globe Earth, and everybody will be under the Pyramid. Really, everybody will. Um, yeah, so it's more like a unilateral like strategy, like business strategy. I wouldn't really consider it like a it's like it's got a triangular shape. However, I don't believe that it's in any way, shape, or form destructive to your financial situation. A stirred base for the yeah, exactly. Um so let's talk about some things, because one of the things that we're going to be doing today, if you haven't already caught the vibe, is we're going to be time traveling and meeting Asian women. But that's going to come up a little bit later. I have some things that I want to talk about. All right. Most notably, I know why you're here. I know why you've gathered here today. You're wondering now, is today the day, perhaps, that Pete gets completely stumped? Is today by chance the day that Pete will not succeed? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous because it says that it's very hard. It was released in 2002, and I got to be honest, I wasn't listening to a lot of music in the very early 2000s. I for a solid, I want to say up until like 2011, I listened to exclusively like 80s and before music. I was a product of my parents' musical tastes, not at all things that I sought out myself. So let's give this a shot. 2002, 297 million YouTube views, and it's a very hard difficulty. Okay, right off the bat, this could literally be anything. I have no idea. Is this Santana? Is this maybe Santa Maria? Is this San Marzano? Oh, I know this. You know this off of the drum and bass? Just that? literally nothing else. I have no idea. Okay, give me the electric guitar. Cause I'm free falling. It's definitely not that one. I think I missed it by a couple of decades. What? What the fuck? Oh, I'm so wrong. What the fuck is this, dog? What the fuck is this? Okay, no. Give me the electric guitar and strings. Yo, they got a cat on the track? Is this what the kids call bardcore? Meow. 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 Dog, I have no idea. I don't think the voice cover will help me in any way, shape, or form, but we'll give it a try. We're going to give it a try. Need a hint? Maru, I literally can't hear you, and I don't want a hint. What? Okay, cool. You know this. Stop singing the thing. I don't want to know. The point isn't for you all to gather together so I can so we can like collectively solve this. It's about seeing if I can fucking do it. um I don't know. You should know this. Why would I know this? Why would I know this though? Why would I know this? You do know this song? How do I know this song? That's not okay, whatever. Give me the I'm by your side. Um okay, wait. Give me the play it for me one more time. Okay, so here's the thing. This sounds like Kelly Clarkson's Breakaway, right? But the issue is that I am by your side tells me that it shouldn't be Kelly Clarkson's because it's all about breaking up with somebody, not being by their side. So I don't think it's that. Here's my second guess. Avril, like Anvil Marie. I'm with you. I just had a feeling it was Avril Lavigne. However, I didn't know the title of the song. I had no fucking clue what the song was. All right, play me the thing. Oh, it already opened up muted. Give me a sec. Can I just say This is gonna sound really weird to any of my Canadian homies. She looks so Canadian in this video. Does that make sense? Like, I couldn't put my finger on it, but like I can just look at her and be like, that's a Canadian right there. You know, there's something that I've noticed about Avril Lavigne songs, especially her music videos, more so her music videos. Why is it that it always seems like shit's just happening around her and she's just like, I'm not supposed to be here? Every time. It's the maple syrup baked into the DNA. True! So true. Okay. I have to do this. So keep that melody in your head, right? Keep that melody in your head. I swear to God, this sounds pretty much the same. Da, 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 da. Okay, slightly different key, slightly different tempo, but I swear to God, they sound so similar. Wait. Why? Wait. The music video includes her going to the premiere of The Princess Diaries 2? What? It was for the movie? That's crazy. I know that that wasn't the same person, but R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg. Like, man, that sucks. That sucks. She died too young. She died too young, bro. She died too young. Anyway. So yeah, we did it, boys. We got that bandle. We got that bandle under our belts today. Can I? Okay, I need to bring this up. So, as you know, Wednesdays are for the boys. Wednesdays are the days that we do double features, right? Double feature stream days, right? Oh wow, I'm kind of surprised. Semi pro is pulling ahead. Really? Really? Okay. Well, tonight we're going to be perhaps checking out two separate um 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 little field trip destinations. Tonight it's gonna be Hot Rod versus Semi Pro. I will say this, full disclosure, I've watched maybe the first half of Hot Rod before. Haven't seen the second half. Semi Pro, on the other hand, I have no idea what it is actually about outside of the little bit of research that I did right before stream to like put together the little like poll thingy, right? I have no idea other than it's basketball. He's a millionaire or a billionaire or something, and at some point he gets completely butt ass naked. That is the only three things that I know about this movie. So, I have tweaked my AI just a little bit. Hopefully, it should be picking up penises as well. I need to unsub to Doc BRB. What? 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 Oh man, I wasn't about semi pro. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Can I bring up the honorable mention? The honorable mention of today. So initially, I was actually going to I was gonna put in the movie Weekend at Bernie's. Is anybody familiar with Weekend at Bernie's? I've never seen it. However, I know that it has created a trope of like, oh, well, let's pretend like the dead guy is actually still alive, right? I was going to put that in the poll. The issue is that I couldn't find any good I guess like what's the word? Similar films. I couldn't figure that one out until I came across something that I found incredibly unhinged. And if you haven't heard of this movie, let me just describe this to you. and you'll see, and you'll start getting the ideas to how unhinged this really is. Okay, so here's the synopsis of this. Right, Dave is deaf, and Wally is blind. They witness a murder, but it was Dave who was looking at her and Wally who was listening. A little movie called See No Evil, Hear No Evil. So the whole gist of this is one guy is blind, the other guy is deaf, and they're trying to, I guess, go to the cops or something. Yeah, Richard Pryor. They're doing something along those lines. And I was like, okay, now hold on. This sounds wacky and wild, and I don't want to just throw this movie in as like a little gimme, right? Because I wanted it like I wanted to make sure that if I'm gonna give you Weekend at Bernie's, that I'm giving you something that's worth, competing over, worth voting for. So I have not watched the trailer for this. However, I went over the parental guide for this, right? I typically do before I even put together the poll, just to make sure that things don't get too raunchy, right? And I kind of wanted another dark comedy about a dead guy. So what we're gonna do together is we're gonna experience this trailer together, because I find this off the fucking wall. Based off of the synopsis alone, I mean, there's no way that this would be totally graphic, right? It's just a movie trailer. It's on YouTube, right? Bro, I can count the fucking pixels on the screen, bro. This is bad. Whoa. What? Whoa. 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 That's great. You mean I'm not white? Okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm sold, but it's too late to go back on the poll. It's too late. This looks incredible. However, I would be remiss to not read you what I saw in the parental guide, okay? Because this was the thing that was like, I don't know if I want to I don't know if I necessarily want to hover around the override for the pixelation, because these are the first the first three things that are listed in the sex and nudity column of this movie. I'll also go down to the profanity one too, just for shits and giggles, right? 30 minutes in, first result on here. Oh, sorry. Let me add to the context. Sex and nudity. This movie's considered moderate. Okay, keep that in mind. Moderate sex and nudity. 30 minutes in, a woman's nipples are visible under her negligee. A man is shown to be staring at her chest briefly. This is a 6-second clip. You will see her nipples. Okay, sure. And then this is the second result. A woman is completely naked in the shower. As she bends over while in the shower, her full frontal area is not shown, but her breasts are. Okay, all right, sure. my little like filter thing only searches for boobs, so that could be problematic. I don't know. I could hover, but I didn't want to watch the, especially because I haven't seen this. I don't know when it would exactly come up. So it would just be this constant thing of like, I'm not going to trust the AI. I'm going to have my finger on a button for like an hour and a half. Okay. And then here's the final one. Here's the final one that's actually worth talking about. A man tells another man that he has threatened a woman with his erection. Okay. Boobs are so problematic. They really are. They really are. Now, I do like that the profanity section is completely in the red. It says that it's very severe. Not just severe, but very severe. One scene where Cataracts wait, is that his name? Cataracts? Hold on. He's blind and his name is Cataracts? I must be reading that wrong. He uses the word fuck in almost uses the word fuck almost every few seconds for 1 to 2 minutes, played for comedic effect. Okay, sure. Milder profanities are not vert present, and aren't vert present. What the fuck is vert present? And the most common profanities are fuck and shit. Ooh, okay. I like the way this one's worded. 36 uses of fuck, one with face and another with mother, one used as fuck, 35 uses of shit, two with bull, 6 uses of bitch, 5 of son of a, 2 uses of dickhead, 1 use of pussy, prick, bastard, schmuck, turd, and butt. 8 uses of Jesus. Wow, they found 8 uses for Jesus. That's great. Good for him. 16 uses of hell, 18 uses of damn, 7 with God, 1 used as damned and ass. Okay. And 9 with hole, 1 with wipe, and 1 with middle finger. That is literally verbatim how that is phrased. Look at this. What the fuck? Who wrote this? A 12-year-old that didn't learn what run-on sentences are? That's insane. That's insane. Hi, Cisco. If they're man boobs, it's okay. Let's just assume all boobs are man boobs. Yeah, let's assume. Let's assume. Let's absolutely assume. I was asked the other day what I thought about femboys. Listen, they're hot with the lights on and the lights off. That's all I gotta say. Um, yeah. So I think we found our lineup for next week, which is going to be Weekend at Bernie's versus See No Evil, Hear No Evil. What I'm gonna do is I will skim through it just to make sure I know where these things are, and maybe if I have the time, I will edit it. However, that's always a toss up. I don't want to spend like 6 hours editing a whole ass movie only to find out that it's like, oh no, we wanted to watch Weekend at Bernie's. We wanted to watch that one. Because as it turns out, Weekend at Bernie's has no boobs in it. It has no shits, no bulls, no dams, no hells, no asses, no butts, no turds. Apparently, I don't know. I haven't seen either. Asswipe is underrated. I agree. No boobs, F tier film. Yeah, I know. No boobs. Listen, I've been doing this. What's up? I've been doing this long enough now that we've had 7 or 8 or more or less instances where I didn't catch the boob. The boob happens to be one of the like boobs are probably the PETEdotPNG channel's like mortal enemy. You know, like Superman has Lex Luthor. You know how Batman has the Joker. You know how Spider-Man has Mary Jane on her period. You know how all of these things that I just listed are the arch nemesis of the superhero. Well, my arch nemesis on this stream happens to be boobs because it happens too often, too fucking often, and somehow, some way, I've never been caught allegedly in a video game. Allegedly in a video game. Why does this keep fucking happening? Okay, all I gotta say is Samurai Cop, right? That was the biggest offender. Samurai Cop, rated PG-13, came out in the mid 80s, and yet There are so many titties and sex scenes in that movie that I swear to God, it is basically just softcore porno masquerading as a movie with a dollar store Kurt Russell. I am very anti breast cancer. All right? Because here's the thing. Just finish the job already. Cut them titties off, bro. Cut them off. Sorry. No, I'm joking. For legal purposes, I am joking. Fuck cancer. Fuck breast cancer. Fuck all of that. All right. I hate how much sex is in movies. Like I can't escape it. Even kissing, I get mad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute now. Peachy. Now Peachy. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that watching people kiss in movies are upsetting to you? Because I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this right now. This is just hot. This does not upset me. This brings me joy. This honestly is one of the greatest. We should hang this up in the Louvre. To be honest with you, I'm noticing right now that this might be AI. Actually, no, this is AI. God damn it. I just got. I hate how much fucking AI imagery is on the internet. I'm just trying to find two twinks kissing. That is literally what I searched. Give me two twinks kissing. God damn it. I'm over it. Gay eye. Okay. Now, that is joke of the day. That is good. It's been 40 minutes. Finally, gay eye. Finally. So yeah, I think I man, I will say kissing. Wow, okay, I need to get all of the twinks off my screen. That's crazy. Um, you might have seen a penis in the reflection of my glasses for all I know. Um, yeah, kissing even in movies gets a little too much. It gets a little too much. I will admit. I will admit. And I literally love tits. I love titties too. I hate titties when they're on my broadcast though. I'm gonna be honest. I hate it. It's probably the worst thing in the world. The amount of times that we've had close calls is just okay. I really hate to cut off the conversation right now, but we have more to discuss. We have more to talk about. Talk amongst yourselves. I need to go pee. All right. I desperately, my tiny little bladder cannot take it anymore. I need to go pee. So we're gonna take a quick little 3-minute ad break. If you need to go pee, go do it now. You're not going to be missing it on much. If you need to go grab a snack for whatever reason, if you need to just get up and stretch your little leggies, now's the perfect time. You're not going to be missing out on much. We'll be right back after this quick. Hello? Who the fuck just get out of here? Welcome back, ladies and gents, and boys and girls with eyes, because I have something for you. And this is what I have for you. Yapping. So, welcome back. Welcome back from our little ad break. Cue Fred Savage asking if this is a kissing story. Who the fuck is Fred Savage? Who the fuck is Fred Savage? Who the hell is that? Oh, this guy? Oh. Oh, this guy? Ooh. 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 Wonder Years, the princess vibe? Yeah. Yeah. I see that now. Wait. Isn't this guy from Boy Meets World? Oh my god! Ben Sapp. Okay, wait, are they related? Wait, are they related? Is Fred Savage related to Ben Savage, the guy from fucking Boy Meets World? They're brothers? Yo, two iconic sitcoms. That's honestly, that's bogus. That's honestly fucking wow, look, I used the word of the day in a sentence. That's fucking bogus, bro. That shouldn't be allowed. It's like the Baldwins, right? Except for that one Baldwin that we don't talk about. Sometimes I forget that this isn't one of those programs like a movie where like everybody comes in at the very beginning. People come in at different points in time, right? And then I say something that relates to something that was at the very beginning of stream, and then they're just like, "Oh, thanks. I didn't even have to look it up." Yeah, great. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Well, congrats, amigo. Congrats. But also congrats to I don't actually remember who got it today. I feel like we should have like a little. How would we feel about whoever got the word of the day? Like this little like pop-up bar on like the top corner will be like, "Hey, this guy knows words." Just for example, fucking booty swagger, right? It's like this guy knows words. Maybe every day we can have like a little trophy that pops up with your name on it. Whoever got it with your name on it, and it'll pop up anytime you want to brag. And then it's just you. It is specifically just you that gets access to the exclamation point brag command, and then it shows off your trophy at any time during the stream. That would be so annoying.
I wanted Pete so bad.
That would be so annoying for like, say, like subathons. It's like a whole week. It's like, okay, we get it. You got the word of the day on day 1. We're on day 17 now. Nobody cares that you know the word fucking stone. I don't know why stone was the first word that came to mind, but that guy is really hot. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. What was I even talking about? Let me look at my notes. Okay, so last night we were doing a cheeky little 2000s nostalgia snack tier list, right? I was doing it with Maru, and I tried Gushers for the first time in probably like 20 years. I gotta say, they don't really hold up. But they are fun to eat. I'll give him that. One of the other things that was on that list, shouts out to Maru for doing this, because this morning she went out to the grocery store and she picked up a little something special for me to try for the very first time. I am 44 years old, and yet I have never tried one of these things ever in my life. If you don't know what I have in my hand, this is a cosmic brownie. Apparently, the flavor is out of this world. I want to give this a go. Not gonna lie, you kind of sound like a typical gamer. Do I have that Minecraft accent? Now, do I have that Minecraft accent? Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be teaching you how to fuck the sheep in Minecraft build 1.247. Okay? Today, I'm gonna teach you how to use redstone. Where's the slight lisp, Pete? Okay, hold on. I need to hear an example. Hold on. I can't just do this raw. I don't typically sound like a Minecrafter. Minecraft tutorial. It doesn't matter what it is. I just need to wait. Minecraft tornado mod? There's a mod to make tornadoes now? Well, now, hold on a second. All right, give me the accent. Give me the accent. Give me the accent. Give me the accent. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. Minecraft farm tutorial? This bit's going on too long now. Give me the fucking thing. Give me the fucking thing. Chicken coop? I just need any tutorial about fucking XP farms or whatever. God damn it. Have Minecrafters just stopped talking? Are Minecrafters just ceasing their investigations, no longer speaking to their own? Oh,
fuel, blocks, iron, sugarcane. These 5 resources are essential to start your world properly, and these
5 resources. These 5 resources are going to start up your starter farms, so that way you can farm all of the mobs that you need. And we will also, and a little bit later in the video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a sugarcane farm, so that way you can have unlimited sugar, so that way you can make pumpkin pie whenever you really need it, and it will keep you alive when you're in the nether.
5
How's
simple
that? How's
farms
that? How's that? Typical gamer plays Fortnite. Okay, what does this sounds really stupid, but does a Fortnite gamer actually have an accent? Fortnite tutorial. Do they have accents? Because I genuinely do not know. Our first look at Fortnite Season 3. Wait. Fortnite Season 3. Aren't they on like Season like 27? What do you mean Season 3?
Fortnite Season 3 is launching on June 8th, and we just got our...
No, I'm just saying a typical gamer plays Fortnite, not PETEdotPNG. Okay. They do. Okay, well, now I want to hear it. Okay, does...
Maps that kill you, blatant copyright infringement, maps that literally just crash the game. I have challenged Fortnite builders to make the most game...
Okay, so what I'm understanding is if I'm going to be a Fortnite gamer, I need to be Australian. Chapter 6, Season 3, brother, that is AIDS. I'm going to be real with you. That is AIDS. I know. Okay, I know that the guy that is really hot. I understand that you are not you're not Mr. Epic yourself. You're not Mr. Fortnite. I understand that. But buddy, your game is getting confusing, all right? Your game. Not Epic's, not Fortnite's. Your game is getting really misconstrued.
Breaking maps possible. I'm gonna put all
Game
these maps
breaking
in a tier
maps.
list, and my favorite map
That's a
will win a
little bit more Australian.
$10,000 prize.
A little
now,
bit.
there's some rules for this competition.
All right, so there's rules to this, right? So first you have to spawn in as Darth Vader, and then you take the lightsaber and you stick it up the cunt, and I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know where I'm going with this. Truly an impeccable accent. Guys, we should have an international stream where I have to do the accent challenge, right? So I think that's like, what is it, like 4 or 5 different accents, and then like AI has to like pick up on it. We should do that at some point. I bet I would suck. Despite the fact that I speak 3 languages. I think it would suck. Enthio or without E. Wait, is this the thing? No, that was just a prompt telling me, hey, you want to buy this domain? No. Went from posh Brit to Cockney to Australian. Yeah, it's you know, this is that that's pretty good, but it kind of sounds like a person with Down syndrome. Mods, VIP this man. VIP this man. This man just called me down. He said that I sounded like I have Down syndrome. VIP this man. I was thinking of ethno guesser. Wait, ethno guesser? Is that what that's called? That sounds really racist. Ethno guesser. Oh shit. Wait, no, this is a thing. Oh, wait a minute. Doggo guesser? Wait, doggo guesser. Well, hold on. Hold on. Well, now hold on. Well, now hold on a second. Well, now hold on a second. We're going to prove right now that I'm not racist. We're going to prove this right now that I am not racist, okay? Click to place your guess. All right, so here is your typical man, and this is your typical woman from whatever country this is, okay? Right off the bat, like right off the bat, I feel like it's safe to say that I could eliminate Tanzania. If you don't know where Tanzania is, it's right here. I think right off the bat we can eliminate Tanzania. It's just this feeling in my heart that I could probably just eliminate Tanzania. I think I could also throw Uganda in there too, for no particular reason. I think that we could just safely say Uganda, Burundi, Tanzania, Rwanda, maybe even Kenya. We could probably just not, right? Those are some good God-fearing Americans. Honestly, they very well could be. But here's the thing. I know how they do these images. They basically take like a bunch of photos of people from that country, mesh them all together. So wherever these two people are standing, it looks like she's standing in a field maybe, and this dude's standing against a beige wall. Where do they have beige walls? Well, I'm going to tell you where they have beige walls. They have beige walls in Brazil. They have beige walls in Brazil.
Autism.
Show me. Show me right now. Show me right now that these two God-fearing Americans are from Brazil. You don't sound like you have Down syndrome. I said it's supposed to sound like that. Dog, it's all good. All right. Beijing. Let me ask you, Kelly Cat, what about these two individuals on the screen screams Beijing to you? What about these two individuals scream Beijing to you? I don't see chicken chow mein in their hand. Sorry. I'm Chinese. I want to make that very clear. I want to make that I want to make that very clear. It's not like I'm being racist. It's just we're gonna move on. Okay, this has got to be scripted. Oh, okay. Well, I'm also thinking Brazil. If that's not Ghana, I don't think it's Ghana either, dog. I'm getting this like strong. I don't know what it is. I'm getting this like strong feeling that these people are from Australia. You know, there's something about the Golden Coast of Australia that really like, it really brings out the people, to have babies and stuff. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay, so I look at these two and immediately I'm okay, unironically. Can I be honest? I want to say this is San Francisco. I know that sounds crazy. But I want to immediately say it's San Francisco. The reason being is because I'm like 90% sure that these two I saw in a bodega there and they tried to sell me weed. I swear to God. They also had this really dank tea that I was too scared to try. I want to say it's San Francisco. San Francisco is not a country though, unfortunately. Okay, I know this might be a Hail Mary play, but I kind of want to say South Korea. And here's why. because this looks like every passport photo of any of my Korean homies I've ever seen in my life. Have a good day. I have to go. Hopefully I can join in later. Hey yo, thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry we had fun at your own expense. I apologize. It's just kind of the way things go around here, but thank you for the follow. I'll see you later. I want to say South Korea. I'm locking in South Korea. I'm smelling Taiwan. Why are you smelling Taiwan? Okay. Well, you know, if we really get into the weeds here, technically I am right. Technically, I am right. They are technically also in this area, all right? But can I also be real? That's basically all of Asia. I mean, it's basically everywhere. All right, give me the next face. Well, you know, I'm going to say this right now. I don't think I've ever had such a hard read ever in my life. These two lovely, lovely folks right here. Never in my entire life have I known, with all of my being, that these two are fucking Swedish. These two are Swedish. I can just tell from like, look, it's all in the eyes, you know? Their eyes tell me Sweden. But the problem is their lips say Norway. That's the problem. I'm thinking Brazil. I'm also kind of thinking Brazil. Like maybe they transplanted from Sweden. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna make a real guess. Kazakhstan, is that Whoopi's dad? I don't know if that's racist or sort of apt. I don't know. Okay, my real answer, looking at these two, I'm kind of inclined to say Turkey. And that's mostly based off of, this is gonna sound weird. That's mostly based off of their brow area. And it's because I have seen these exact brows on Hassan Abi, and I know that he's Turkish. So I want to say it's Turkey. Let's see. Re Okay, can I just say this is like surgical. How was I able to place the marker less than like 1 mile away from where these people are actually from? That is insane. Bro, I didn't nail it. Let's make that very clear. I did not nail it. I missed it by like 50 feet. Like, that is crazy. That is crazy how surgical that is. Okay, well, God, this was not my plan at all, but I'm having fun. Okay, I don't know about you. But these folks right here, they're not Brazilian, all right? They're Peruvian. They're from Peru. Watch this. I don't even have to look. Watch this. Did I get it right, chat? Yo, did I get it right? I swear to God. I know Peruvians when I see them. I know Pog, I got it. Okay. You fucking liar. You fucking liar. What the fuck? What? I couldn't. That's so far off. Oh my God. Mexico, easy. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I know. I wasn't speaking. I didn't say anything, and here's why. Because listen, this guy, these two right here, they're a hacker team, and they actually broke into Sony in 2017, and they actually leaked the what was it? The interview starring Seth Rogen and James Franco. They hacked it, and I recognized these two's mugshots. That's how I knew. That's how I knew that these were Russian agents right here. Yeah, that feels right. That feels right. My money's on Mongolia. You see, I was thinking Mongolia too, but ultimately, honestly, I could have. They're only in this like small little area of Mongolia, though. All right, give me the next face. Okay. Hard read. Hard read on these two. Like, I'm not kidding. Hard read on these two. They're from Canada. Like, for real. These two, they may not be ethnically speaking from Canada, but they immigrated. These two currently live in Canada. But as far as where they're from, though, where they're from, just ask legal. Something about what you just said just seems like problematic. I'm not gonna investigate too much on that. Okay. Unironically, you know where I think these two are from? Not Cairo. I want to say that they're not necessarily from the Middle East. They're Azerbaijani. They're Azerbaijani. Azerbaijani. You know the pasta dish? Abrazani, all right? Watch this. Watch this. I don't even have to look. Watch. Did I get it right? Hey man, I'm trying not to be racist here. What are you doing? What are you doing, game? I'm trying. Pete, you got me mad. What happened? What happened? What happened? I was trying not to be racist here. You put up two of my all-time favorite movies up for tonight. Oh, did I? Did I? I'm honestly a little nervous about watching Semi-Pro if that's the one that wins. Because I know that there's a lot of nudity. But we'll see. Wait, Pete mention? Wait. What? I'm sorry, I just saw this. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Pause. What are you fucking talking about? Pete mentioned poggers? What do you mean?
It's in chat.
Pete?
Pete. Yeah, P-E-T-E. I gotta talk to Pete.
Like PETEdotPNG?
No, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, I gotta be honest. I did not expect that to happen that way. Winston, do you happen to know the lore? I'm sorry, we're about to lore dump. I have touched like two things on my docket that I was supposed to talk about today. Hi, Icy. Hold on.
Hello, Icy.
Boobs. Do you happen to know, Winston, do you know the PETEdotPNG lore with Booty and Yeb? And Maru, for that matter? Because all four of us are combined into this rectangle. Do you happen to know this story? I'm going to tell you this story. Chat, if you already know this, I'm sorry, you're about to hear it again. I have to pull up some clips. I need to pull up some clips. All right, so let me set the tone for you, all right? Let me set the tone for you. The year is 2022, okay? I was at what I thought was the peak of me being a streamer, right? This is not bragging rights or anything like that, but I had a solid community. I had homies, And then right around the same time that I'm accumulating all these homies, like Icy, like I'm trying to think of who's still around. Medusa, you know, Keo I've known for a few years at that point. But the point is, like, homies, right? Friends, pals, people that I like, depend on, and I send my community to support them as well, right? So around that time, I was very much in my own lane of like doing my own thing, you know, having watching streams on my own time that are not the homies. Somebody that I have always been a massive fan of is Booty motherfucking Swagga. I love Booty so very much. I should pull up this photo too while I'm talking about this. I love Booty so much. I've been watching Booty nearly as long as I've been watching Wubby or Ham. Both of the the first 3 subscriptions that I've made on this site that I've never canceled is to, in this order, Wubby, Ham, and then Booty. I've never canceled my thing to Booty because I just love who he is. I was there when he was still a 20 viewer Andy, and look at him now. He's so successful in fucking Japan and you know dropping slur lore. Wow, I slurred my words there a little bit. I'm still trying. Sorry, I'm still trying to find this photo. I should really organize all my shit. I'm gonna be real. Where is it, bro? Where is it? Is it in my downloads, maybe? This is important to the story, bro. Wow, that is some titties. Wow. Wow, you can't see the reflection on my glasses, right? Wow. Just wow. Whoa, they're getting bigger. Whoa. Okay, I can't find the fucking photo. Anyway, point is, I've been watching Booty for a very long time. And there was one particular night where I believe it was, I want to say it was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving comes around and Booty decides, you know what? I'm going to do something for the boys, for the homies, for the people who support me that may not have a place to go on Thanksgiving. So he goes live, right? And during said live stream, he does this thing where he's like, "Hey, I want to take a shot with you. I want to take shots with you boys," right? So he opens up his Discord and people start filing into his VCs. I file in, deciding, you know what, today's the day that I'm going to show my face, right? Because up until this point, I've just been a name in his chat. My very first clip from Booty, funny enough, is September 18th, 2021. I won't show you the clip. I'll let this audio play, though. And this is hence why my follow alert was, you're a real boy for a while.
You're a real boy. You're a real boy. And PETEdotPNG, what I appreciate most is now I have a perfect cutoff point for when I can delete my bots to. So
there you go. But anyway, so Thanksgiving comes around and he starts bringing in people from his Discord to take shots with him. And I jump in there and I'm like, hey, I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous. Let me get a little bit swifty with y'all. And in this VC, funny enough, was a little goblin woman that you may recognize in this top right corner. This is Maru Rashi herself. This is the night that I actually met my wife. I'm serious. Okay? I'm going to let the clip play now.
Wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh shit. Oh, could we get a lip lick while you narrate it?
Can I just say that mustache right there looks bad? Like, I've gone through a few different iterations of trimming this boy. That version is bad.
How you doing? How you doing, chat?
Let's go, bro.
No, stop.
Let's go, bro. I fucking love you all. Thank you, friends, for hanging out.
I love you guys.
Discord.
Yep, there you go. There you go. When was Booty Blue? That was November 25th, 2021. Sorry, so I'm wrong actually. I missed this by a whole year. That's terrible. So, Thanksgiving 2021. I met my wife. I thought she was weird. I did not talk to her. However, I did follow her on her stream like a month later. A month later or so, she got her affiliate and I was like, "Oh, sick. I'll just sub because Booty and Ham told me to. Why not? Sure. Why not?" So I do that, right? And then 6 to 9 months later, I'm sitting. This is a part of the story. This is a big overarching story. 6 to 9 months later, I'm sitting in a random girls chat, right? This random chick. She's kind of crazy, kind of strange, right? A little streamer by the name of Young Elderberry. And I'm sitting there and she's doing this like choose your own adventure maze thing. And I'm like, fuck it. I'll just jump on there. I don't want my name out there. I'm one of those people that I don't like telling anybody that I'm a streamer, that I'm a content creator. I just kind of avoid that altogether because I'd rather you just stumble upon this on your own and then be like, holy shit, you're a streamer? That's crazy. And I decide I'm going to enter into this thing. I jump into her VC. All of her mods are like, oh yeah, we know you're a streamer. And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? And it's like, well, because actually, you know what? I'm not going to say this because it would come off as bragging. So they're like, yeah, we know you're a streamer. You'll be fine. Jump onto the stream. So I jump on there. I'm doing her choose your own adventure. And at the tail end of that, she's like, Pete, can I ask you to do something for me? And you can do this either for VIP or for some merch. And I'm like, okay, sure. What is this, Yep? She's like, I want you to take a banana. I want you to take a banana and I want you to shove it into the back of your toilet. I'm like, I don't have a banana. And she's like, well, then you better go get one. And I'm like, okay, okay, mommy Yeb, sure. I will go out and buy a banana. So I leave my house right at that point. She's like, you have 25 minutes. And I'm like, okay, fuck. So I leave my house, I go buy a banana, I come back home, and I wish I still had the photo of this. I don't at this point, unfortunately. I shove the banana directly into the water intake valve of my toilet, and I take a picture of me sitting on the toilet with it. And then she shows it on stream, and she's like, okay, I didn't think you were actually going to do it. I'm going to VIP you. And I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Let's do it. Why not? And that was the first time that her audience and herself saw my face. Now, continuing on with the story, right? Continuing on with the story. I wish I've been still trying to look for this fucking image and I can't find it. I can't fucking find it. The only image that keeps popping up whenever I search this up is a literal butt crack. I don't know where this fucking photo is. So flash forward to TwitchCon 2022. And sorry. I'm skipping something. Around this time in the summer, Icy Ann starts streaming, right? And I was like, yeah, go off, Icy. Whatever you need. I'll be your first mod. Let's fucking let fucking go to the moon, dude. Go to the fucking moon. So I'm on her stream for a little bit and she decides, hey, I want to start up a Minecraft server with my friends. And I'm like, okay, sure. I've never played Minecraft before. I am so down to join your Minecraft server. So her husband, Cooks, you know him, you love him, singular testicle. He puts together a server. I join it, and Icy's streaming some of the Minecrafting, and I don't think I ever did, but I had a lot of fun getting into Minecraft. And then around the same time, Icy invites Marurashi to the server, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna keep to my own devices though, because I don't really know who that girl is. So I'm digging in my hole. I'm doing my own thing. And apparently around the same time, Maru's like, well, who's the guy that keeps digging all the holes underneath our little town? And Ice is like, oh, that's just Pete. Don't mind him. He's kind of autistic. And then around the same time, my friend Slyfry is like, well, I see Icy Ann doing it. I want to make a Minecraft server. So Slyfry, especially because I was a little bit closer with Slyfry, I start playing a lot on her server. Maru catches wind of this, and she's like, well, now I want into that server because I want to know who this Pete guy is. So she joins up in Slyfry's server, hence why I, earlier this year, opened up the server that Maru and I really had our relationship build. Because it was in Slyfry's server that we just kind of hit it off and we had good conversation. And I met my wife through Minecraft. That is not an underage pedophile joke. That is just true. Technically, I mean, you could say that it's booty. You could say that it is booty. So we hit it off. I go to TwitchCon. That entire time, like, our relationship is kind of on rocks simply because, like, I'm busy. I'm burnt out. I'm meeting all these people. I met Booty I met Booty actually IRL while I was there, which was incredible because this is how this went. I was walking with Keo. We're both really drunk. We went on this little bar crawl. We're walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, I see the Wubby crew, and I see Booty standing off to the side, and Booty's like, I want to say he was talking to somebody, and he looks at both Keo and I, and immediately he's like, Pete! And I was like, you remember who the fuck I am? I'm a nobody, bro. I'm a fucking nobody. And he's like, Pete, come here. And then, like, we take a picture, and he's super nice, and he's like, it's so good to see you, man. That mustache is so thick. I'm like, yeah, thanks, Booty. And then I also got to meet Yeb around that time, which, honestly, Yeb is fucking hilarious. I just gotta say, she's fucking hilarious. She fucks the hilarity, to be very clear. Now, let's fast forward a little bit. Now that you've gotten the basis of this, it's maybe about, I don't know, 5-ish months later, and it's about like 5-ish months later, and I just come out and say, it's like, hey guys, I'm engaged to Marashi now. And they're like, what the fuck? We didn't even know you were dating, Kappa. Everybody knew. I just never talked about it. So we started, we were dating, we got engaged, and that's when everybody found out that we were actually together. Because I was like, I don't want to say that we're just dating. Like, it's not. I'm not gonna say that this is official until like there's a ring on it. That's just how I roll. So we end up getting invited to this thing from Ham. We spend like a weekend with Ham and his crew, and that's how everybody there finds out that like we're together. And word spreads, word spreads, and Booty finds out, and then Yeb finds out, and I'm staying super hush hush about this because I'm like, why would this matter to the people that I watch, right? Well, in February 1st, I believe, Maru and I got married on stream, right? It was, you could say that it's a phony baloney ceremony, but at the same time, we did, in the eyes of the state of Colorado, we are just married once we say that we are married. It's very weird law. I think it's called common law. Doesn't matter. Point is, we got married on stream. That's where Skelly Gang comes from. That's where that emote comes from. Because Skelly was our officiant, and Skelly kept throwing up fucking gang signs because of their fucking I don't know, motion capture or some shit. So I've been in Ham's community from like his first stream. I think he was streaming on a scooter at a convention, I think. That sounds about right. So anyway, a year passes, another like year or so passes, and I wasn't super active in Booty or Yeb's community for this entire time because, fun fact, when you get involved with somebody, you tend to want to spend all of your free time with them. So you tend to not, you tend to not spend as much time just sitting at your PC jerking off watching Booty Swagger, right? Those two are not mutually they are mutually exclusive. They are not things that I did at the same time, just to be very clear. So I decide, I think Booty should know that I met my wife through his stream, because I don't think that many people can say it's like, oh yeah, I got to meet my wife because of you, bro. How good would that make you feel? Think about this. Okay, I'm just targeting Icy Ann right now. Imagine, Icy, if somebody in your community 2 years from now, sends you a DM and they're like, Icy, my sweet summer child, I actually got to meet my partner because of your stream, because you did this thing where you farted, and that fart led to this chain reaction where I got to meet my lovely boyfriend. We're gay. We have a lot of sex, and it's because of you. Wouldn't that make you feel incredible? So I felt like Booty should know. So I messaged him at first, and I find out that his DMs aren't open. And then I go over to his Discord, and I'm like, hey, homies of Bootyland, does anybody know the best way that I can privately get in touch with Booty? Because I saw this as like, I didn't want to be like self-promo-y. I'm not trying to draw attention to myself. I just thought it would be really cool for Booty to know. So they're just like, honestly, just leave it right here in the Discord, dude. Just leave it right here in the Discord. We'll get you covered. We'll get you fucking covered. So I send in his DMs, or sorry, I send this in his his Discord. I'm like, hey, I met my wife through your stream. I linked the thing. I was like, I just want to say, homie, I appreciate you. I've been a massive fan. I'm a very, very morbidly obese fan of yours, biggest fan. And I just wanted you to know that you mean more to me than most people do. So he sees that. It takes him like maybe 45 minutes, and he freaks the fuck out. He freaks the fuck out. He's like, no way! No way! Pete and Maru are getting married! And it was that day, 3 hours before our stream wedding. Hold on, I'm opening this up. It was 3 hours before our stream wedding, while Maru was, funny enough, at work, that the following happens.
Oh, Pete and Maru just got married! Let's fucking go, dude! Cheers, baby! Miracles all around. Holy fucking shit, baby.
I kind of feel like I should grab the Malort, even though I know this isn't live. Ah, fuck it.
Let's fucking go, dude! Happy fucking Mary Day, gang. Golly! Golly! Cheers, homies. This is so...
Maru, where's the Malort? Her hands are covered in poopy, she says. Okay.
So fucking fun. Congratulations, homies. I fucking love you both. Two of the nicest, sweetest, two of the coolest people. Congratulations, you two. Seriously, congratulations. I'm so happy for y'all. Mazel tov, l'chaim. Congratulations.
All right. Well, it's the middle of the day, so I'm not going to encourage any of you to do this. That's why the Malort's always gone. I had no clue this lore went this deep. Are you ready for a motherfucking miracle? I'm not going to encourage you. It's the middle of the goddamn day. Cheers. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. 1 out of 4 times, Malort is just difficult to get down. Difficult. But this is one of those 3 out of 4 times that, honestly, pretty good. Are you ready? You know what I find very funny? Anybody who gets to watch this as an archive video or as a VOD is like, what is he singing? I don't even know what. Is there music playing right now? What the fuck? So yeah, that is the Booty Swagga. Oh, that is the Booty Swagga PETEdotPNG Mararashi, a young elderberry lore. How does Yeb cap off this story? Well, Yeb, Yeb, as it turns out, like I raided into her some random day, and I believe if I'm not mistaken, Yep does all sorts of shit. But like, if I'm not mistaken, that day she was like crushing. She was crushing things in a hydraulic press. And she took the opportunity to be like, "Hey, Pete, I heard you got married. Congratulations, dude. So happy." And I was like, I forget all the time that you know things. Because also, here's another fun fact about this. I've realized that I've spent this last like 30 minutes explaining lore that most of you already knew. Most of you already knew. But here's something even further, even more interesting, Winston. Every once in a while, she doesn't make her name known in this chat very often, mostly because of the excitement that has come out of it when she's done this in the past. But Yeb, funny enough, is a follower and is a... Hold on. I don't want to get this wrong. Yeb has been a... Is a... Yeb is a 3-year follower and a 6-month subscriber. Doesn't talk very often here. Doesn't talk very often. That's fine. I just think it's crazy to think that like people who I look up to lurk in the stream from time to time. But of course, I never look at my view count because it really doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter to me. For all I know, I know that there's at least 2 of you here, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, there you have it. What? Okay, I'm sorry. What the fuck were we doing anyway? Oh yeah. That's right. We were being racist. We were eating a brownie. That's right. A brownie. Oh, okay. Well, hey, let's try a brownie. Why do you watch this content, dude? Why are you here? All right, let's give this a try. Let's give this a try. Okay, off the bat, I want to preface this by saying I'm not actually a big fan of brownies. Brownies kind of annoy me. All right. So I feel like this corner is really calling my name. It's got like 3 little like doodads on it. Is there like a proper way to eat this, or like do you just kind of like just pop it in your mouth? Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like coating my throat like semen. Ugh. No, actually, this is pretty good. I think I just took too big of a bite. I think she just I think I just took too big of a bite. This is actually pretty good. Can I just say that it does taste like incredibly processed though. We're gonna get about 30 minutes of high-speed Pete, and then the sugar coma will hit. Can I be honest? I don't actually know what a sugar crash is. I've never felt that like sugar rush. The closest I've ever had to that is maybe like that one day that I'm sure you're familiar with this. Do you recall a Futurama episode where Philip J. Fry decided with his $300 tax rebate that he was going to drink 100 cups of coffee, right?
Shmeesh,
This
it's just 300
right here.
bucks. What is that, like 100 cups of coffee?
That's it! I'm getting 100 cups of coffee, starting now. Coffee machine, 1 cup of coffee, please.
I wish real money would do that. I wish real money would just be like, okay, well, now I'm worth less. I really wish. Anyway, there was this is really stupid. I could have died. I'm gonna preface this by saying I really could have died. I attempted to do the exact same thing, except I was like 100 cups of coffee is probably gonna kill me. I'm gonna be reasonable. We're gonna do 50. We're gonna do 50 cups of coffee. Now I'm gonna tell a story that I don't think I've mentioned on stream before, but if I have, then it is what it is, all right? Because this is one of the very few things that I actually have a lot of Reddit karma about. So, I decided to do exactly the same thing, except it was 50 cups of coffee. Rizzoli with the 29 months.
Cœur.
I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you. I love you. Good to see you. How's your chef-a-thon going? I bet you didn't expect people would still have that going for you, did you? Thank you for the story time. That was sick. It's what I do, baby. It's what I do. Okay, anyway. No, Doki, you can't have my brownie. Brownies aren't for puppies. Bro, if you could just see her right now. Oh, I didn't even tell you this. This entire time, you may be thinking, Pete, you are a accredited storyteller. I take everything that you say to heart, and I believe every single word that comes out of your silver-tongued mouth, right? Now, whenever you hear a story of mine, just remember. Oh, Jesus, it's not even. Hold on, let me turn off the green screen. I'm wearing poop on my shoe. Just remember, I'm wearing slippies that look like little poops. Anytime I tell you something that you're like, wow, that really impacts me. Okay, sorry. So I decided to drink 50 cups of coffee one day, right? I'm gonna just spoil things right now. I only made it to, I can't remember if it was 17 or 19 cups of coffee. I can't remember. It was either 17 or 19 cups. One of the, we'll meet it right in the middle. It was 18 cups of coffee. For the sake of this story, it was 18 cups of coffee. And at the time, I worked at a cafe, so it was pretty easy to get like coffee for freezies, right? Pete, we need you to get new slippers. There's no time to explain. Can I, Bunny, you say that like suddenly the poop emoji has become like a racist symbol? Why do I need to get new slippers? These are Maru's that was like, she literally said, it's like, why are you putting on your shoes? You're sitting at your desk. And I'm like, because my feet are cold. And she's like, well, I have slippers. And I'm like, I don't want to put my feet in the poops. She's like, put your feet in the poops. Put your feet in the poops. And I was like, okay, I'll try. I'll give it a try. They barely fit. It's very deep and serious, I promise. Okay, sure. We can get new slippers. Should I set a new sub goal? What is that, like $12? Get me new slippers. Okay, sorry. Anyway. So I decided to try to get 50 cups of coffee into my system. I worked at a cafe at the time, and I was like, okay, this will be easy. This should be fun. I think we can have a good time with this. So I had one cup during my shift. I had another cup and another cup, and then I'm just grouping in like shots of espresso as in terms of like coffee cups. The reason being is because like espresso was literally, colloquially speaking, the way for Italian workers to have a whole cup of coffee under like 3 ounces of liquid. So at the time, I had to pick up my girlfriend after she would get off of work. And typically that would be after my shift. I would have to wait for a few hours. And one of my things that I would do is I would pull up my car right in front of her workplace, and then I would smoke copious amounts of marijuana because I would have 3 hours to burn, literally. So I'd typically sit in my car, I'd smoke a little J, legally speaking, in a video game in Minecraft, and I would smoke a little J. I would be just chilling out. And the problem with coffee, if you're familiar with being a coffee drinker, it's a diuretic. Now, what is a diuretic? A diuretic is something that dehydrates you, by causing you to pee or poop more often. Now, the issue with where she worked at a cinema. A cinema is not known for having an open door policy for their bathrooms, right? Despite the fact that she was a manager, despite the fact that they knew me there, I especially didn't want to walk in there while I'm fucking stoned out of my goddamn gourd and have to pee and have to poop. I don't really feel like embarrassing myself like that. So I concoct this idea, right? I concoct this idea. The last time that I had a cup of coffee, quick maths for you, okay? I know. I promised you I would never mention math on this stream. Unfortunately, it comes into play right now. The last time I had a cup of coffee, it was 20 ounces. It was a venti Starbucks-sized cup of coffee, 20 ounces. I happen to have a bottle that is exactly 20 ounces as well. I believe it was like a Coke bottle or something like that. It doesn't matter what the brand is, but it was about 20 ounces. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, okay, quick max. I had 20 ounces of coffee. So theoretically, I should only pee 20 ounces of beverage into this bottle. So I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties. And I decide, I look around. Nobody can see me. I'm sitting in I'm basically in the bushes. Nobody can see me from here. So I'll pull out my wiener. I grab the bottle. Now, I want to specify that this bottle, if you recall what a soda bottle looks like, it's got like it's like a small hole. Small hole. We're not talking like Gatorade size bottles, right? With the wide mouth. Small hole. So I start peeing into this thing. I'm sitting in my front seat. This all matters. I start peeing into this thing. I'm relieving myself. I'm starting to feel better. And then I notice how the bottle is filling up very, 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 very quickly. I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So I do the classic man move of I just pinched the life out of my penis so that way I can cut off the circulation to the urethra. And I'm holding this. I swear to God, I can feel this practically right now. I squeeze it as tight as I possibly can to stop the flow. I take the bottle out. I'm holding this thing. I'm looking all over the place, and I look at the time. I swear this all happened in like slow motion. I look at the time and I realize my girlfriend's about to get off of work in about 20 to 15 minutes. I have no room for error here. So I'm looking everywhere. I'm trying to find a bottle, can't find it. I find the empty coffee cup, and I'm like, oh, perfect. So then I let go and I release my bladder into this cup. Guess what? Apparently, my maths were super fucking off because I fill up that cup too. I'm not even kidding. Full 20-ounce bottle on top of another 20-ounce venti cup from Starbucks. I'm freaking the fuck out, man. And I try to pinch it again, but it's too late. It's too fucking late. I literally start spray pissing all over my dashboard in my beautiful Hyundai Sonata. It goes everywhere. And I am freaking out. I'm like, fuck. So it finally ends. And I'm like, oh no, my girlfriend's going to find out. She's going to know. She's going to fucking know. So I get out of the seat, right? Passenger seat, lightly dabbled in pee. The dashboard absolutely fucking soaked. My steering wheel absolutely fucking soaked, as if somebody with a piss-filled fucking super soaker just ran into my car. I'm like, oh, fuck. I get out. I go into the back seat. I'm looking everywhere. I'm trying to find some towels. Can't find anything. Go into my trunk. I find one towel, a beach towel from who knows? It was probably in there for months or something. It was very stiff. Unrelated. I grab this towel. I'm wiping down everything. And then I'm looking at the time just slowly tick down because I'm like, I know she's about to get off in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm cleaning everything. And then at that point, I'm like, okay, I think everything is dry. And I just I put the towel that, again, absorbed with a lot of pee just onto her passenger side seat. I will never forget her coming out of the cinema, coming up to the front and being like, "Hey, you're a little early." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a little bit early." She's like, "Okay, well, I'm just going to go say goodnight to Travis real quick. I got to still clock out and I'll be right out, okay?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I'm like, "Okay, play it cool. 2 minutes pass. Comes back out. She opens the passenger side door. She's like, "Why is there a towel here?" And I was like, "I honestly, I was out with my buddy Bryce, and we went to the beach, and he sat down. I told him to not sit on the seat without a towel down, and he did. And now your seat's kind of wet." She's like, "Oh, okay." She sits down onto the lightly soaked, I should say damp. Damp paints a better picture. Lightly piss damp towel sitting in her seat. She sits down, and at that point, she's just like, "Well, it's okay. It's whatever. Let's just go home." We go home. About a week passes, and I decide this story is so ridiculous that I'm going to post it onto Reddit. So I post it onto Reddit under a throwaway account. It gets like, I think it's like 4,000, maybe 5,000 upvotes, something like that. And at that point, she comes to me because she's the one that actually brought me to Reddit. I was not a Redditor before I met her. She comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, this story sounds a lot like your car. Is this you?" And I'm like, "You caught me. You got me." Whoa. Yeah. She's like, "Okay, Peter, what happened?" So I explained the whole thing to her, right? And at that point, guess what? She was not amused. As a matter of fact, she said, "I'm a pig." She said that I am disgusting. She said that, "Why didn't you just come into the fucking theater to pee in the toilet like a human being?" And I'm like, "I was high. I was scared." Is that what you wanted to hear? Pete being good at telling stories on Reddit tracks. Yeah. Yeah. So she found out about that. I told her all about it, and she's not impressed. What the fuck is this? What the fuck just pinched the life out of my penis. So that okay. All right. So yeah, that's the wow, I have too many pee stories. So yeah, that's I don't what the fuck. What are we even doing here, guys? I shouldn't have drank that Malort. So anyway, the Cosmic Brownie, that was very good. That was very tasty. I had a good time with that one. That was delicious. That was delicious. Yeah, I'm not a fan of brownies, but it is what it is. All right, so let's move on. Holy shit. I'm gonna be honest. I think that I'm just kind of vibing, just yapping with y'all. We might not actually get to the game today because we're quickly running out of time. So let's move on. Okay. So I don't know if y'all know this about me, but one of my favorite pastimes, one of my favorite hobbies, especially during the spring, the summer, and the fall, is I'm a gardener. I know. You probably wouldn't expect that from me, but I'm a gardener. I really like gardening. I also really love my fish tanks, and those two are not mutually exclusive. I've grown many things out of fish tanks, as a matter of fact, like strawberries, like various types of basil, right? And in my household, we probably have somewhere in the realm of like, I don't, Maru, how many plants do you think we have? Like 30 plus house plants, like 30 plus, maybe 40 plus. She's counting. Keep in mind, it's not just limited to that room. Just give me a guess. Okay. She said definitely over 30, and that's just the ones that are in the kitchen. Which tracks because while we have been live right now, this is what Maru has been working on. She is taking inventory of all of the plants that are just in our window so she can upsize them to a bigger pot, because we started most of these plants just a year ago, and it is expanded to a point where we need to now transplant them into other things. So right off the bat, you have a Monstera. To anybody who's into plants, you probably know this is a very highly coveted plant. Like hermit crabs. Yeah, like hermit crabs. They need a new home and all that, right? We have various different things here. I'll just cover some of them. We have like a money tree over here. We have various different coleus, like this one over here. These ones that have fuzzy leaves. This one that's red, also fuzzy leaves. I mean, it is Pride Month. All those transplants. Icy Anne, if you weren't my friend, I would ban you. How dare you make a joke funnier than me? Okay, anyway, that's good. That's good. So yeah, she's taking inventory of all the plants. These are just the ones that are in our window. We have a lot of these things, right? It's part of my pride and joy, something that I share with Maru. We both really enjoy this hobby. I also think that honestly, the air quality in my house is substantially better because of the fact that I have all of these plants. I really do enjoy it. Maru is an ally. Maru is an ally. She's also gay as fuck. So anyway, while she has been working on the indoor plants, I have been working on my little garden. This year, I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm using and utilizing more grow bags than I ever have in the past. It is a dream of mine to get a couple of raised garden beds because I really enjoy growing my own food, especially when it comes to things that I can't buy in grocery stores. We're going to start going through that. I do apologize. If you're not interested in plants, these next 5 to maybe 10 minutes, grow bag sounds like a slur. It really does. The next 5 to 10 minutes may not be for you. That's okay. I will see you in 5 to 10 minutes. Just give this to me and I will give you something in return. I'll tell you what, if you just give me this, we can watch a twerking video. I'm kidding. We're not going to do that. Let's take a look. So I've been working on my garden, and this is something that has been a dream of mine for the last 2 years. Off to the side over here, I'm growing some pickles for Maru. She really likes pickles. I really like pickles. And because I've never grown a cucumber for her, I'm growing her a bush pickle. I don't know what exactly that means, but we're just fucking figuring it out, dude. Over here, that's not a plant. That's my dog, Doki. This is a Meyer lemon. It's going to take about like a year or two before it starts producing fruit. But if you know what a Meyer lemon is in regards to baking or cooking, it is one of the sweetest, most non-sour citruses that you can possibly get your hands on. And I'm super duper excited about it because I'm working so hard to make sure that this shit grows, that I get lemons in the middle of winter, in the middle of spring, in the middle of summer, and I got to grow them myself, bitch. I got to grow them myself. I'm so excited about it. And then over here we have a cow horn pepper, slightly more spicy than a jalapeno because Maru doesn't like jalapenos. You might notice that these are just filled with dirt. These are going to be various wildflowers. I don't know exactly what's going to be in it. I just bought a mix from this random cattle rancher. His name was Bobby. He said a lot of things like the N-word. It was kind of crazy. But he sold me some seeds, and now we're seeing how that works. We're going to see how this works. I'll let you know if you're really curious. Over here, we have some marigolds. I'm growing some thyme, some cilantro on the other side. We also have some dill growing. This is something I saw at the Dollar Tree, as a matter of fact. Say what you will. I don't care how rich I could possibly ever get in my life. I fucking love the dollar store. There's nothing more fucking homoerotic to me than the words clearance and the words dollar. I love the dollar store. And I bought all of these pots for $1.25 a piece at the dollar store, which is pretty cool because they stack up. So we got strawberries towards the bottom so my dogs can eat them. Not true. That was poor planning on my part. We have various marigolds. Marigolds, fun fact, marigolds actually deter a lot of pests from your garden. So if you have them as a part of your garden, in most cases, your like, I guess your other plants are going to do a lot better in terms of less infection. They also attract a lot of bees, which I like bees. Bees are cool. They scare me because I think I might be allergic, but whatever. You'll also notice that there's another grow bag over here. Let's take a closer look. These. Ah! Sunflowers and red dahlias are my favorite. I have not grown either one. I haven't grown either. Oh, fuck. I haven't grown either one, but I would like to, perhaps next year. Or if I have time during this grow season, I might do that as well. But these right here are golden raspberries. Have you ever seen a golden raspberry? I sure haven't. I saw this at the garden center. And Mara was like, yeah, golden raspberries are the best. They're so much better than those red ones because she's raspberry racist. Fun fact. She's like, I want those yellow ones. You know, the ones that are good at math? I really shouldn't have drank that Malort. So anyway, these are the raspberries. I'm super excited about them because we're gonna hopefully have raspberries next year. They're gonna be so good. Did you hear her also say Peter James? So hopefully that grows well. We will see. The reason why these are in grow bags, fun fact, nobody asked, is because during the winter, because of how cold it gets here in this state, I have to move them inside. Wait, she said that too? She said that too. I like bees. Bees are cool. They scare me because I think I might be allergic, but whatever. You'll also notice that there's another grow bag over here. Let's take a closer look. These. Ah! Cool. So, and then over here we have like the bulk of my patio garden. I do have an ingrown garden that we will get to as well, but off to the side here, hopefully I'm not covering too much of it up. We have okra growing. We have some, all of these right in this tray. I need to still transplant. We have okra. We have English fucking beans, mate. We have lavender, I believe. I'm going to be growing some blueberries as well this year. I still need to go get some more soil after stream. We got more marigolds that need to be transplanted. I don't know where the fuck to put them though. Two different types of bell peppers off on this side. I believe one of them is chocolate and the other one's like a sweet orange. I'm growing some edamame. We have eggplants in this grow bag over here. We have 4 different types of basil. We have Thai basil, lemon basil, dark opal, which is a purple basil. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. And then the classic Genovese. I like my basil. I like making sauces. And that goes hand in hand with the fact that we have a tomato plants over here. We have 2 of them. And then another 2 over here. I believe these are San Marzano's on this side. And then this side is what is it? I think it's called Celebrity. I think it's like Celebrity. Yeah, I'm in the office today, so your volume is really low. Didn't hear Maru. That's fair. Yeah. Likes giving Maru his sauce. That's true. I like cooking. I like growing shit. It's a real shame because back before I stopped smoking as much fucking marijuana, I was actually pretty good at growing weed. At the height, I think I had like 3 very solid plants. Never harvested them though, because by the time that they were starting to flower and like produce like a fuck ton of bud, I was like, yeah, no, I'm honestly good. Real shame. Real shame. I could be a weed farmer, chat. I could be a weed farmer. And then the last how did I not catch this before? I'm so sorry, Yukine. I'm so sorry. How did I not catch that before? Well, I'm here to show you my strawberries. I just wanted to show you my strawberries. They're doing okay. And then this is so fucked up. I'm sorry, Yukine. Okay. And this is the last thing I have to show, which is my in-ground garden. We are growing some head lettuce. Just sitting. It's a good. No, that you're absolutely right. This is a very good composition. Honestly, put this up in the Louvre. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful photo. Okay. We got some head lettuce on this side. I'm growing yellow crooked neck squash. That also sounds like a slur. And then we have a fuck ton of zucchinis. And then right in the front here, you can kind of barely see, we have a bunch of garlic chives. We're doing pretty solid. We're doing pretty solid. If there's one thing that I love more than anything in this world, it's it's 3 words. Clearance, dollar, and oh fuck, I forgot the other one. Free. There you go. That's the word. Yuki's gonna show everyone a picture of you pooping on her stream. I bet she would. If she had the opportunity, she absolutely would. Crooked neck. Yeah. Yeah. I'm very excited about the harvest. You'll probably be seeing some photos of my garden and my harvests throughout the next like 3 to 4 months. It's been a really good time. It's been a really good time just putting this together. I'm gonna be honest because this is just occurring to me right now. We're gonna be doing a subathon, likely at the very tail end of this month, or I want to say like mid July. Point is either late this month or at the final week of this month or the middle of July. I don't know which one's gonna be yet, but would we be interested in a segment during at least one of those days where I actually go out into my garden? Because one of the things that I kind of was thinking about doing for this subathon was just setting up a tent outside and like legitimately having like a camping stream for at least a couple of those nights, because it will be warm enough. Theoretically, we shouldn't have snakes. Theoretically. And I just think it'd be kind of cool to actually go do like light camping with y'all. Would we be interested in having a little bit of gardening? Because like I'm gonna have to upkeep this during the possible week that we'd be live. What was that, Maru? Oh yeah, whatever. Harvest stream? Yeah. Like just one of those days. One day for maybe like 2 to 3 hours tops. 2 to 3 hours tops, where it's just me in the garden. We got vibey music. We probably have like garden house going, and I'm just narrating and showing you some plants in the garden and teaching you how to do some transplants yourself. Because here's the honest to God truth. Anybody can be a gardener. Anybody can plant something. However, doing and like maintaining a bunch of different things, like what I'm trying to do, is a little bit more intermediate, if not, a little bit more advanced. But honestly, anybody in my chat, anybody in the world can grow at the very minimum a tomato, some tomatoes, some peppers, some strawberries. Those are very easy to grow. I think it would be cool if by the time that we do this, we could all do a little bit of planting together, and you can have something that fruits in your patio, in your windowsill, outside, whatever you may want it to be. I want to show you the Lego building piece fucking booklet on how to be successful at growing some of your own food, because you don't need to be spending $6 for like a quarter pound of strawberries when you can just grow that shit yourself for less than like $4. $4 and maybe like a month or 2 of work. And it's not even hands-on all the time. You can just do it a little bit. Will you sing to your plants like Bob's Burgers? Funny enough, I was just watching Bob's Burgers just today. That's crazy. Yeah, I'll sing to them. I hear that the plants like jazz. Fun fact: did you know that bees actually hate the hate the word jazz? Did you know that bees actually hate jazz? The little vibrations of the saxophone turns out to like destruct their little brain, and they don't understand how to function. Yes, hello. Weird and sad. Do I have to come with you? Okay. Mara's about to show us something. Mara's about to show us something. Oh, that's my cube. You cleaned it. Okay, what's weird and sad about this? Oh, that it's empty?
Yeah, that's empty and it's so clean.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're absolutely right.
Does it feel weird?
It feels a little weird, but also it's been empty for the last like month or so. It hasn't had any stock. Chad, if you've been here long enough, you have likely seen this cube. It was filled with life and shrimp and beautifulness, right? And at one point, it just died. And now Maru's about to repurpose this into a different. Oh, you can. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's weird. Chad, have you ever seen behind my desk? It's actually kind of scary. It's actually kind of scary. I don't. What are you putting in there? I don't actually know. Pac-Man frog. Oh yeah. Hypnotoad. Play them jizz instead. I can't play them jizz. I feel like there's like laws against that or something. You know what's happening in my brain right now? I'm considering the fact of, do I want to tell you? Yeah, fuck it. I'll tell you another story because this kind of goes hand in hand with something I wanted to talk about anyway. So I'm going to preface this by saying, as you know, I have facial hair, right? The mustache is something that's very iconic with me on this stream, right? I was discussing this with my coworkers just a couple of days ago about how I actually hate the fact that I constantly, can we see the desk though? Here, I'll show you my desk. I will not clean this at all. As a matter of fact, I will not clean this whatsoever. I'm going to show this to you verbatim as it is right now, okay? Oh, sorry, there's a little schmutz on my camera. Why am I outing myself like this? That's fine. All right. Smile, chat. God, this looks really bad. Oh, this looks really bad. Why am I doing this, dude? Why am I doing this? In fairness, I did ask y'all to show me your desk not too long ago. So I feel like this is apt. When I say not too long ago, I want to say within the last like 6 months. All right, let me pull this up. I'm going to fully out myself. All right. This is verbatim what I'm staring at right now. POV, your PETEdotPNG live in front of everybody. So let's take a look at some of the things that we have going on here, okay? It's like an I Spy, but it's like just trashed, okay? So we have Lego flowers that we did build on stream. We did build. There is no tower cheese this time. There's no tower cheese this time. So we have a couple of cards from Secret Lair. You know how much I like magic. We also have some boxes of magic. We have the Super Sonico that chat actually purchased for me to go up on these shelves, courtesy of Doom Snails. We have Derek, my bong that never gets used anymore. So I figured I would clean Derek out and just have it as a display piece because I don't really smoke weed anymore. I do sometimes, not all the time though. Sometimes, not all the time. Here is you right here. That's you right there, right there. That's what you're looking at right now. My stream notes, Firebot, you should know what the fuck's going on here. My racism fucking aptitude test. And then there's you, chat. There's you. Okay, let's see. We have a food token. Wait, hold on. We have a berry container that is empty. It does not have any berries in there. You have a post-it note that, what does this even say? It says, okay, this is fucked up. That post-it note says, and I quote, feet game. And then it says, guess. That's all it says. It just says feet game, guess. Okay, cool. What else we got here? We have a tape measure. We have merch from Lenny Love that she hasn't streamed in forever. Let's see. We have a teeny tiny little garbage can. It's a recycling bin. You want to know what's inside of here? I'll show you. You'd be shocked. It's a bunch of receipts from the post office. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. Continue to cook with feet game, please. Let's not do that. This is dope. You have so much going on. No, it's not dope. This is fucking garbage, bro. This is fucking garbage. Okay, we have this deck box right here. This is all of my tokens for all of my MTG decks. All of my magic decks, they all have tokens and stuff. And rather than keeping them in the deck boxes themselves, there's just a separate deck box for all the tokens. Because you never know. I don't like carrying them around with it. What else we got here? We have an empty cup that has a... Oh, buddy. Okay, hold on. I need you to get the full full experience from this. Do you know what that is? That is a clump of rice in this cup. This is the sake I was drinking last night. That is a clump of rice. I promise you, this is not... It's not mold. It's not mildew. It's just a clump of rice. I promise. I promise you. I thought it was candle wax. Nope. Okay. We have a bowl, an empty, dirty bowl, under a list of, and this is true. These are all of the. I'm currently. God, this really makes me look so much more of a nerd than I actually am. But I am a nerd, so it is what it is. This is a deck list for a deck that I'm trying to source all of the cards for. Currently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I am missing 39 cards from a deck that I'm trying to build, as evidenced by all the lines. What else we got here? Canada Dry, empty Red Bull can from this morning. There's the Cosmic Brownie that I haven't finished. Here we have a label maker. We have a yerba mate that I've been sipping on. I drink a lot of caffeine. I might die at 42. I'm gonna be honest. We have some various cards as a part of that deck that are just sitting in this little container. The Malords. Anything else interesting here? Off to this corner over here, we have a bottle of Jaeger and a bottle of Sunhari soju. Or sorry, not Sunhari. Good day, whatever. It's alcohol. What else am I seeing here? My power mat that really needs to be washed. And I think that's all that's really interesting. I'll bring some attention to the things that are behind the desk, though. Here's a hookah that we have every once in a while. My cussy. Here. Here's a hookah that Maru and I have during the summers. Here's some lights that I strung up because I wanted to make this place a little bit more aesthetic. If you're looking at this cube and you're like, I don't know what the hell that is. So if I were to show you this, I guess it doesn't really show off the full glory of it. So I can't really zoom it up either. Oh, did you see a beanie? Off to that corner, off to this corner that you just saw there. These are all... Oh! Those are tracking stations for Maru's VR setup. Yeah, VR, exactly. They're tracking setups for Maru's VR because despite the fact that she hasn't streamed any VR in a while, she does actively jerk off in VR all the time. all the time with that green screen and everything. It's crazy. You ever seen? I'm not gonna sexualize my wife. I'm gonna just stop talking. I'm just gonna stop talking. So that's what's going on at my desk. What's going on at your desk, chat? What's going on at your desk? Is it gross? Is it as gross as mine? I'm realizing now that, like, is there anything I didn't cover that's on here? God. This makes me feel gross. This makes me feel gross. This makes me feel gross. Okay. Well, kind of on the topic of magic. Oh, so holy fuck, I completely skipped over the facial hair thing. Do you hear my husky going crazy in the other room? Hold on. Okay. All right. I guess the dog fight's over. People shouldn't see how I live, TBH. You shouldn't see how I live either, but, like, I just did. I just showed you my whole rectum. On a whim as well. On a whim. Okay, so what was I talking about? I was talking about facial hair, right? I hate the fact that I grow facial hair so quick. Hello?
Dog fight.
Did she win?
She thinks she did. She's getting Doki all worked up, and Doki was yelling at her.
Fair.
She thinks she's like 3 times the size she is.
Okay. That's fair. She fights with huskies all day. Makes sense. Do you want the other half of this cosmic brownie?
You didn't eat your whole brownie?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Like, it's good. I can't see myself eating both sides.
Too much?
It's a little too much. It's very rich.
Says the person who comes downstairs and gets snacks at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, I get snacks at 2 a.m., but usually they're like cheese and crackers or like, wow.
Not all the time.
Last night, do you want to tell them
you
about
had
last
snack?
night?
What'd you have last night? Oh.
When
the
you were like, I
fucking
can smell your
wiener.
wiener. You want to tell them about that?
Well, before we went upstairs and went to bed, Pete was rummaging around in the fridge and he found like a sausage.
Yeah.
That we had cooked recently, a bunch of them, but that was like the leftover one, so it was just, in a bag.
Yeah.
So he warmed it up. Did you even have a bun for it?
Yeah, I had a bun.
Okay, so he effectively had a hot dog, but it was a sausage, right? So he comes upstairs, like, I'm already upstairs. I'm comfy, I'm cozy.
This is 1 in the morning, by the way. This
Yeah.
is 1 a.m. last night.
This is 1 a.m. He comes waltzing into the room with this fucking hot dog. And he just cooked it, so, it smells like a hot dog. He walks in and I'm like, I can smell your wiener. He's like, ugh.
That's something you never want any woman to ever say to you. Ever. I can smell your wiener. Don't. Don't do that. It was very good, though. It was very good. We watched some Bob's Burgers, and then I fell asleep. Which, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, very unhealthy habit of mine. I have this. Okay, tell me your most toxic trait. I'll go first. Okay, my most toxic trait to my own body, that is. I love late night snacking. It is something that has been a problem of mine since I was maybe like 15 years old. I fucking love eating food in the middle of the night. And even more so, I absolutely love cold food. I know that sounds weird, but there's nothing that satisfies the cravings more than just sticking my hand into a bag of cold pasta and just like scooping it out and eating it. I fucking love cold food. And to the point where, this is true, when I was 16 years old, my dad bought this sign. I want to say either at a thrift store or maybe Amazon, something like that. It was back in the days when movie theater tickets cost you a dime, all right? Like, it was the olden days. He put up this sign on our fridge that said, and I quote, "No pigging out." He put this on the fridge specifically because he knew that his fat fuck of a son would be eating all of the leftovers at like midnight, 2 in the morning, and I loved it, dude. I was so fat. I was so disgusting. But you know what? I enjoyed every moment. And now that I am now that I'm closing in to my 50s, all right? Now that I'm closing in into my 50s, I can't stop. I can't stop, won't stop. Eating while watching shows like Survivor where people are malnourished makes food taste better. That's really that's crazy, but I get it. I do. I really do get it. Okay, so there's this show. I don't think anybody would understand at all unless you were watching the exact same programs that I was when I was a kid. There was this show called The Colony. I don't know if anybody is familiar with this. And the gist of The Colony was they took a bunch of people from different walks of life. So they had like a bioengineer, they had a regular engineer, they had a computer scientist, and then they had like a nature conservationist. Just I think it was like 10 to like 12 people. And what they would do is they would simulate the end of the world. All right. So they would stick all these people together in this like where the first season was a warehouse, and they had to figure out CW. Was it on the CW? I want it, maybe. I don't remember. But the basic gist was they all have to figure out how to survive the apocalypse for, I want to say it was like 3 months or something like that. Something like that. It was like 3 months. And they start off with literally nothing but is what is in their warehouse or in their little settlement, whatever, right? And the basic gist of the first season was that they had this van that they had to fix up, and then they could leave the settlements, right? Oh wait, that's the 100. The 100 is a slightly different thing, but similar-ish vibe. Similar-ish vibe. So the thing about this show is they don't have food. They don't have clean running water. They have nothing because the world has effectively ended for the gist of their show, right? One of my favorite things when I was watching the show as it aired was I would make, and I mean this, 3 microwave burritos. I'd make 3 microwave burritos and I'd put on the episode and I would watch as they're starving to death for 47 minutes out of the hour because there's commercial breaks and shit. 47 minutes out of the hour that I would savor and enjoy my burritos because I knew that none of these malnourished, skinny white bitches praising the fucking crystals get to eat this as well. And it made it taste a lot better. So I understand, Cisco. I totally understand. I like other people having to live vicariously through me because they would never have a microwave burrito, obviously. Obviously. Doesn't even matter about the facial hair thing. It really doesn't. Okay, anyway. I'm going to be honest. I think we've kind of ran out of time to try to fit in our activity. Like, I hate to say it, but I think we've ran out of time to fit in our activity. Because normally we are about like 25 minutes away from when I would normally stream, or when I would end stream. But it is what it is. Classic Pete. Yeah, classic. Classic. We've ran out of time. It is what it is. I wanted to talk to Asian women today. Oh, that is crazy. It is tied up with the poll right now. Hold on. I need to check this out. It is 7-7. Hot Rod versus Semi-Pro. Hot Rod to Semi-Pro. I was just looking for sports movies. Wait. I want to talk to you about something really quick. Speaking of sports movies, has anybody seen The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler? Has anybody seen The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler? The Longest Yard, starring Adam Sandler and Nelly for some reason. Nelly's in that movie. And also Terry Crews. That was the one and only movie I ever owned on my PSP. If you have ever owned a PSP, you would probably know the first generation ones. There was this like disc packet thing called a UMD. It was the only movie I ever had. I used to watch that shit religiously. watched it a lot. Randomly, the movie was brought up at work just a couple of days ago, and it reminded me, wow, this movie is actually kind of funny, weirdly topical to 2006 or whenever it was made. However, I think, at least through my memory, that the movie kind of stands up. I don't know if it actually does, but I remember it standing up. I'm bringing this up because do you think that there would be any interest in me actually throwing that into the mix for the polls, right? Because when I was looking for a movie that would go along with Hot Rod, Semi-Pro came up, but I recognized that Semi-Pro is a sports comedy, and I was like, well, this would be better with The Longest Yard. But at the same time, if you've seen it, you probably recall that the last maybe like 25 minutes is just legitimately a football game. And sports isn't something that we typically do around these parts. You know what I mean? And LL Cool J. LL Cool J's in this movie? Really? Oh shit, yeah, there he is. Holy shit. That's crazy. Wow. Here I was trying to pull up the trailer or at least a clip of The Longest Yard. And you know what I wrote? The Longest Tard. I am so internet pilled, it's crazy. That's crazy. Like, just watch this. Just watch this clip and tell me that this doesn't look like a lot of fun.
And he is alone at 6'2", 260. Dunham breaking tackles. He refuses to go down, but he finally does after a 15-yard gain.
That's how a white man runs a football.
I forgot about how much racism is in this movie. Wow. I forgot about that. There's this whole fucking arc between Nelly and this white guy guard of his like, yeah, you're insuperior because of the color of your skin. You could never throw a football. Whoa.
I was on D, I crack you square in that egg ass head of yours.
Yeah, but you ain't on D. Are you, bitch?
Stratowski, come here.
The longest racist.
Do you know what he said to me in the library? Yes, him, out.
The only line that comes to mind with this guy is like, "You gonna teach me how to play foosball? You teach me how to play foosball?" Stone cold joke. Stone cold joke.
Defense!
And the entire cheer squad are femboys. This movie has it all, dude. This movie has it all. Tracy motherfucking Morgan as a femboy.
Cons don't seem to have an answer for Dunham, who's averaging close to 12 yards a carry this half.
Green, 67. Green, 67.
Oh, what a hit on Dunham by Switowski.
I think I made him shit himself.
I think he just shit himself.
I think he just shit himself.
I think he just shit himself.
Good Lord, this guy shit himself big time.
See, I did make him shit himself.
Yo, I made sure I send them books to the hospital, pimp.
And some diapers.
Guys, I mean, just be real with me here. Is that too sports pilled for us to take a look at? Is that too sports pilled? Because I'm gonna be real. I think there's a lot that this movie has to offer. Not at all. Okay. So this is what here's why I bring it up. Because as it turns out, it looks like the next 2 weeks of field trips might already be planned. All right, they might already be planned. Next week, give you the rundown. We're giving you the rundown right now. Weekend at Bernie's versus See No Evil, Hear No Evil, where two guys that are deaf and blind have to clear their names of murder. And Weekend at Bernie's, where a guy's just dead and they pretend like he's alive. And then, shortly thereafter that, here's what I was thinking. Here was what I was honestly thinking. The Longest Yard versus, all right, versus, and initially it was going to be semi-pro, I'm going to be honest. The Longest Yard versus the Benchwarmers. If you are familiar with the Benchwarmers, it is a movie starring Napoleon motherfucking Dynamite, Rob Schneider, notorious Filipino racist, and David Spade, notorious white racist. So you got a Mormon guy, a brown racist guy, and a white racist guy. What's not to love? No, but like seriously, The Benchwarmers is also another one of those movies where The Longest Yard and The Benchwarmers were just back to back. Benchwarmers was something I used to watch on my DVD player all the time when my dad had to work late nights, and then The Longest Yard was the other one. But they're both movies that are related to sports that focus kind of on the sports, but there's a lot of hilarity to it. Nick Swartzen, can I be honest? And this might paint me as like kind of a racist or like a dipshit, but I used to listen to Nick Swartzen's stand-up comedy all of the time. Like I legitimately downloaded it, put it on my iPod, and I would listen to that unironically all of the time. There was this one joke of his that is incredibly racist that I'm going to tell you right now, okay? So, me and my buddy, we decide we're a little stressed out, and we decide, you know what? Maybe we should go get massages. Maybe we should go get massages. So my buddy gives me this phone number and this address for this massage parlor that admittedly doesn't look like a massage parlor from outside. It honestly just looked like an abandoned building, and I know this because I went there. I went to this building. There's no signs. There's nothing telling me that this is a place of business. But I decide I'm going to go inside. So I go inside and it looks abandoned. Like it looks like no one has been here for at least a couple of years. As I'm looking around, I'm wondering to myself, like, is this the place? Like, is my buddy just giving me a false information? Is this a prank? And as I'm contemplating, because this is before the days of massive text messages, right? This was like 2004 when people were texting, but like in that millennial stupid hee hee ha ha like XD style. We didn't really text back then. So I'm looking around, and just as I'm contemplating just leaving, I see this tiny little Asian woman standing in this doorway off to the side, far away. Like we're talking like maybe a good 50, 70 feet. I see her coming out of a door, and she's like, and I'm like, I guess this must be the place. So I walk over there. I walk in through the door, and she's showing me around. She's like, okay, how you like massage? It's like regular. She's like, okay, yeah. So she sets me up in this massage room, right? Pulls the curtains, starts playing some very soft Oriental music. These are the exact words of the joke. I'm sorry. Playing some soft Oriental music. And she tells me, get completely naked. So I do. I'm a little nervous. So I take off my clothes. So she puts a little towel on me. She's like, okay, we be right back. I'm like, okay. So I'm just laying there, face down, penis smushed up against the massage table, when this lady that looks like E Honda from fucking Street Fighter comes in there, opens the door, doosh, doosh, doosh. Haruga. I'm a little scared. She's like, I'm here for your massage. It's like, yeah, go for it. So she starts working on my shoulders, right? starts going down to my lower back. And I'm like, yeah, this feels good. I can get used to this. I can get used to this. How much did you say much was again? $50? $50 for all this? Wow, that's great. What a steal. She's getting lower, gets down to my lower back, and then she starts touching my hips. And at that point, I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, okay. And in one fell swoop of emotion, she flips me over. Like, I'm laying there, penis, straight, it's just pointing at the sky. My towel's completely fallen off. And then she starts working on my chest. I find this a little weird, and I'm like, I can tell that this woman really doesn't speak a lot of English. So I'm like, and she's like, oh, no. I don't understand a single thing that she's saying as she's massaging my chest. I'm like, yeah. She's like, for all I know, she could be saying, kill your family. No means no in many languages, surprisingly. Surprisingly, it does. So she starts working down my little tummy area, and she's like, happy ending? And listen, this is the first time that I've ever experienced this, so I'm just like, yeah, sure. Give me a happy ending. Go for it. So she wraps, wow, this is actually topical to what I said earlier. She wraps her big gorilla hands around my penis and squeezes as tight as she can. She starts going like this. And I'm finding it really hard to focus. So at some point I just do I really need to finish this joke? Do I really need to finish this joke? I scared cum so that way she would end, so I could pay her the $60 and just leave. Yeah, I still tipped her. It was only $50. I gave her $60 because you know what? She's got to work. She's a working woman. She's got a family to feed. I'm realizing now that joke should not live rent-free in my head, especially because I've told you the story about how I accidentally went into a brothel. I didn't know, but I learned this very quickly. One of my favorite things in the world is being bathed by another person. What the fuck is this, Maru? What the hell is this? If you wouldn't drink dog's milk, why drink cow's milk? Please, try vegan. Like vegan's milk? Like a vegan's milk? I'm also confused. Imagine you pose for a few photos and for your photographer friend. Sign a release so he can post them on some shock websites. Nothing weird. Just you and some early everyday poses. One shot of you drinking water from a water bottle. One day you're walking to the bus stop and you see your photo. The bottle has been covered up by a bloated photoshopped in dog whose nipple you're fully sucking. Canine tit fully in your mouth. Everywhere people call you dog milk girl. You can't escape it. Friends and coworkers send you snaps of you sucking on a dog tit all day. Your parents won't stop making fun of you to their friends. Is life even worth living? What the hell is this? I don't understand a single thing that she's saying as she's massaging my chest. I'm like, yeah. She's like, for all I know, she could be saying, kill your family. Okay, out of context, that's so much worse. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Wow, I might be racist. That's crazy. That's crazy. But the thing is, can I really be racist when I snipe this? Could I really be racist when I snipe this? Okay, I'm looking at these. Can I be honest? I know that the one on the right is supposed to be a lady. Is it racist for me to say this looks like the same man? Is that racist? This looks like the same man. Now, I don't know about you. But I get a feeling for these things. I can look at these faces and immediately be, it's Brazil. Wow, I guess Brazil moved. Wow. The Malort did its job. I guess it did. Wow, I didn't know Brazil was in Africa. Did you know that Brazil was in Africa? That's crazy. Today I learned. What the fuck are we doing here, guys? What the fuck are we doing here? Okay, well, I'm gonna be real. I don't think we have enough time. I don't think we have enough time to do our little activity as much as I would like to do it. Because somehow, some way, I've just been yapping up a storm for 2 hours and 40 minutes. You talk about your desk made by... you talking about your desk made me tidy mine up a bit, so thank you for that. You're welcome. You're welcome. Nobody, I'm telling you, nobody wants a desk quite like mine. Imagine, you get home, long day at work, long day on the toilet, whatever it is that you do, right? And you come by and you're like, I just want to relax at my desk. And you're met with this. I don't know about you, but my desk gives me anxiety. It gives me anxiety. Let's see. What else is on here anyway? Let's see what else is on here anyway. Thankfully, there's no sex toys on here like usual. Yeah, no, there's really nothing. There's really nothing incriminating here. Thank God for that. But, boys and girls, I hope you had a lot of fun here today. I know I certainly did. It was a hoot, a holler, a goof, gaff, laugh, riot, and even a chuckle. I need to stop letting myself get so distracted for so long. I really need to stop that. But, please, if you were in the Discord, vote in the poll for what field trip you'd like to take tonight. Because the next 2 weeks are already planned. But tonight, I'm going to give you everything tonight. Tonight. I want all of you tonight. Because we might not get tomorrow. Because listen. I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Me not working hard? Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, take a picture of me in Times Square with a Kodak. What is that song called again? It's just, isn't it called like Tonight? Tonight? It's like Neo and like fucking Pitbull or something. Oh yeah, here it is. Is that literally the lyrics? Me not working hard? Yeah, right. Picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square and take a picture of me with a Kodak. Took my life from negative to positive. I just wanted y'all to know that. And tonight, let's enjoy life. Pitbull, Nair. Whoa, that sounds like a slur. Neo, tell us right. It's a shame that Kodak had to go out of business. It's a real shame that they had to go out of business. Anyway, I will see you later on tonight for our field trip. I hope you stay safe. I'm going to go, honestly, I'm going to go pee. And I'm going to go tend to my garden. And I'll see you tonight. I'll see you a little bit later on this evening, all right? Take care. Go say hello to Succubus for me. They're in the middle of a dubathon. Little dubathon, streamathon with their lovely partner. I can't tell. I don't know.
I wanted Pete so bad.
Well, now, hold on a second. We're canceling the raid. Well, now, hold on a second. Well, now, hold on a second. Hold on a fucking second. Jarek Amaggio. Direct evidence. Percussion scars on cranial vaults. Chondrigal flakes inside the skull. And can opener radial fractures are pretty unambiguous signatures of people bashing heads open on anvils. Ecological plausibility. Before systematic fire use, brains and marrow are the rare animal foods that you can eat raw without parasites ripping you apart. They also keep poorly, so you smash and grab on the spot exactly what the cut mark data show. What the fuck are you talking about? That's true. I hear that that's true as well. I hear that that's true as well. That's crazy. Thank you for that. VIP mods, VIP that man. Mods, VIP that man. Everybody write that down. Write that down, write that down. Okay. I will see you tonight. If I don't see you tonight, then I will see you next week. No stream on Saturday. I do apologize. I'm going to go see a show. Last week to get merch. Anything else I need to say? Drink some water. Don't drink Malort in the middle of the day, all right? At least he followed. At least he followed. Hey, man, at least he followed. VIPing me is one thing, but eat your brains, people. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna go crack my wife's skull in, and I'm gonna go eat her brain right now. I'm gonna give her the best head of her life. Or sorry, she's gonna give me the best head of her life because she's dead. Am I really ending stream saying that I'm gonna kill Maru? I'm not gonna kill Maru. This is all a joke. Go say hello to Succubus. I'll see you later, okay? All right, goodbye. See you later. Bye-bye. Nice. Goodbye. Have a good day. See you later. Have a sick, nasty raid. I'll see you later. Thanks for the follow. Let's go say hello to Succubus. Because OJ got the raid the last time. So go be gay with Succubus, okay? Goodbye.